Oh shit. Hello. Oh jeez. Okay, sorry. GM. Hey everyone, how are you? How's it going? So I'm just taking a second here for make sure that we are working and live everywhere. So today, besides the usual, we are also live on YouTube. So another one right now is X, Twitch. Now we have added YouTube, but we also have been doing on Binance Square. For those that don't know, Binance Square is like it's a little like a Twitter, but it's inside Binance, you know. The community is really active, so that is why I decided to also be doing there. But today I didn't create it the live there. But anyways, how are you guys? How is it going? I hope everyone is enjoying, having a good time. GM, what time is for you guys? I know majority of people that have been joining us in all the latest live streams. Everyone is still in their end of their day, but it's starting, you know, the other day in the morning, you know. But yeah, regardless, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So here it is 4:30 p.m. Oh my god, 11:30 p.m. for you. So you are literally in yesterday. Okay, here is already Friday, so welcome to Friday. Friday is looking very good. I mean, it is looking good. The weather here in my city, not that amazing, but that's okay. That's okay. We have been the whole day doing some work here in the office. And yeah, keep myself busy, you know. 6:30 a.m. from Cardi. 11:30 a.m. Okay, where are you guys talking from? To be honest, at this level, I have already lost completely my track of geographics, you know. I just don't know anymore. It's so hard when I'm trying to schedule call with someone by messaging them only, you know, trying to find the right spot. It's so hard. But anyways, my glasses are kind of in the wrong position, or am I nuts? Maybe my face is not aligned today. I don't know. Navy, you brother. How are you? So, are we bearish or bullish? So, exactly. That is what I want to talk about today. To be honest, I think today was it's gonna be the first. Okay, besides being the first that we are also live on YouTube, it's gonna be the first that, I mean, I won't say very well aligned. You know, I don't think that is the best way to say this, to explain this. But for sure is the one that I really like try to open some links that I find more relevant for us to mention today, you know. So we're gonna have a great conversation. I really want to touch base into what exactly is going on, and also what are you guys feeling right now, you know. I mean, tell me you, Prom, if are you guys bearish or bullish? Let me know in the chat. I really want to know how exactly are you feeling right now, what you think will happen. I mean, if you say bearish or bullish, we already know what you are thinking, but let me know if you are feeling bearish or bullish at this moment, okay? With that in mind, I will pretty much start showing my screen here so we can get started. Navy is bullish. I like that. Good choice. Good choice. Okay. So soon you guys gonna realize what is my feeling. But to get started, I guess, I mean, actually, before anything, for those that are on Twitter, don't forget to retweet, to share the room. Today, I mean, literally my focus here is mainly to talk about what is going on. Are we still in a boom market? What the fuck is happening? Or it is done? So retweet the room and bring more people in. Don't forget to come to the chat and talk with me. Let me know if you're feeling bullish or bearish, okay? Okay, Navy is very bullish. Bulls getting prepared. Let's go. That is okay. That's good. That's good. Let's see. So for those that are on Twitch and YouTube, I mean, you know the drill. You don't need to retweet, but come to the chat and talk with me. Same thing. Let me know what are you feeling right now. What are your, let's say, main questions and main doubts that you have in your mind right now. Let's get started. So what have been happening, I guess, we can take a look. We can start from scratch. I guess anyone here that have been in the ecosystem for a while, you guys, I mean, if you want to know what is going on, you can pretty much just open this page and you're gonna know. It's literally simple as that. Many times I have not checked any of the notifications that I have received. I just open here and then I can have a picture of what is going on. Sometimes, I mean, we can say that this 24 hours here is kind of, things have still been like adjusting, but the 7 days here can say a lot. And what can tell us straight away is something is happening. And something has been happening during this past week. The big question is, what exactly is that? But before anything, let's also highlight that this week was the first week after many months and after the time that we reached all-time high, that Bitcoin went below 100,000. I don't know if any of you had the opportunity to join, maybe buy some when we were at 99K. I had the opportunity to just like literally look at the charts and know, okay. But then the moment that I started like thinking about doing something, we were already above 100K once again. But anyways, what I want to do right now is like, we see that we had a bloody week, pretty bloody. I mean, just Zcash here that went crazy, but that is another conversation. And also Monero, which are, for those that don't know, these are the two ones that are privacy tokens, privacy chains. Not a conversation for today, but the main focus here, looking at the red ones, which is 95% of what we see here in this first page. And the big question is, why is this happening? Okay, why? And I mean, I know you will find many videos that they are telling you this is why we are done for this cycle, or this is why the biggest reverse is coming, you know. But one thing that I love to remind you guys, and for those that have been following me for a while know that I am extremely how can I say, realistic. I always like to remember that there is so many multiple complex things that play a part into you know, price reactions and market reactions, that when someone says that it's because of this or because of that, many times that is just one portion of the overall of why that thing is happening. Okay, so just to highlight that, I see here's a gun to my head bullish, but pretty split. It's been happening all week long. So, guys, keep me telling. What are you thinking? Shari Arman, Shari Amana, what's up, my brother? Hello, hello. So, guys, let me know. Are you feeling bullish or bearish? I can see you. I can see everyone from Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. I see all of you guys. So leave a comment, come to the chat and talk with me. Meanwhile, we go talking here on the market. So looking at this, maybe someone else could say that this doesn't look that amazing, but to be honest, I find pretty good. When I woke up today, which for many of you were like yesterday, I was already like, okay, I see what is happening. Because pretty much the last 2 days, we had a bloody 2 days where everyone was like feeling despair and being like, oh my God, we are done. A lot of people were starting to sing and saying why what was happening. And then now that we are kind of up again, everyone that was saying that it was the end now are like, okay, I mean, yeah, it's still the end, but you can feel that it's not the same trust and confidence that they had when they first said that it was the end during the middle of this week, right? So I guess let's take a look exactly in what is happening. Once again, let's just open here and look a little bit deeper. As we can see, let's put 1 week here. We had crazy volatility in the past 1 week. Pretty much almost 7%, which of course have reached more between candles. If we see here, we were at pretty much 5 days ago, we were at the 110,000 and we went as low as 98,000, which everyone was freaking out. But look, we had this moment right here and we had another one right here, but didn't stay long, and we went straight back to 101 and 2, which of course tell us something, Again, we didn't cap down, not even for a second. And for those that doesn't know, this 100,000 K support level is a very strong one. So as we could see, the bears wanted to push us even lower, but I mean, the bulls couldn't allow that, and we were back to more than 100,000 K, which is great. And right now we are pretty good around the 102. So going down, I guess my question is the one that I'm asking you. What are you feeling after these mixed feelings? Again, I think right now there is so many opinions out there that is very hard. I find more hard to be looking at what people are saying than actually like starting from zero and doing my research and deciding myself. So here's what I have been looking at and what I want to share with you. And also, of course, I want your opinion. Let me know, what are you thinking? So first things first, this new right here, which is actually not a new, it's just a post, an article that was written is here on Coin Market Cap, and it's pretty much talking about the money flow and the way that the money have been jumping from one place to the other, and not really bringing new money to the space. That is no one's fault, let's say. But the latest times that we had new money coming to the space was because of ETFs and DATs, which is this right here, the digital asset treasury. Which again, for those that doesn't know, pretty much here we are talking about RWA and also stablecoin, same stuff, RWA. But mainly right here is the big guys that made numbers went crazy. So I think this gives me this perspective and this first thought that we see major reason for why money and everything was going up in this last couple of months. We know, and many of us have talked about it, or at least know one country or one place that was talking about Bitcoin ETF approval. I mean, I think so many countries have announced their own. And that thing just kept happening all along the globe in the last couple of months. Right now, here the main thing is just once again talking about how much money have been recycling over the ecosystem. So pretty much money have been flowing from one thing to the other. So it comes from, let's say, the king Bitcoin, and then going to last, the ones in the second place, Ethereum, and then another one BNB, another one Solana, and then we start going and distributing to these altcoins. But really, I mean, this really have not happened in a way that we could say that, okay, money is everyone, and Bitcoin dominance is going down right now because everyone is going to other places, which is what people many times called out season. And many times I have seen a lot of people calling altcoin season in these past few months. Many times. I'm very sure that one of you in the chat have had at least one influencer that you know, that you have seen talking about out season, right? I know one that I really respect a lot, but the guy was at least 5 times speculating about out season is about to happen, and never happened. So when we say here about this recycling, what we are saying pretty much is still that the money have been moving from one place to the other for those that have been here trading and doing some other crazy things, but not new money. One thing here that also is mentioned is this, the recycling, the money recycling makes the ecosystem once again act as player versus player, which for those that doesn't understand is this idea that we are betting and we are, let's say, fighting with each other all the time that someone is buying Bitcoin in this price right here, and then someone else is buying at the price that is actually 10% lower. Someone here is losing, and I guess you definitely can know who is it if you are buying on spot. So the player versus player is pretty much this idea that we are just betting who is gonna be the person taking the worst shot, the worst position. We are talking difference here again. If we use the term, if you use example of Bitcoin keep moving up and down, 2k down, 2k up, and this number and this volatility give us different positions in the market. So the person that bought higher on spot will be losing money for the person that actually bought lower. So that is the idea, that the player versus player, we are again on this mode because we are just playing around with the money that is already here, and everyone is just betting who will be the last to take more money. Hello, yes, Lalit. Hi, princess. So I guess, okay, it makes sense, Jana, but doesn't really explain me why all of this is happening. Once again, what I try, and many times I am repeating myself, is all of this in the end is about zooming out and looking at the market as a whole, and all the latest cycles that we had, which is pretty much what means study crypto, at least when I try to tell my community to really start studying and understanding how cycles work, how cycles, repeat itself along the way. All of the things that we are seeing right now, they are actually part of just another repetitive moment that has happened in the past. So the trick question is how to understand each moment we are, and which other cycle could we compare to say that Bitcoin or the whole crypto ecosystem is more similar at this moment. Another reason that once again might start explaining to us why what happens is this crazy 100 billion in Bitcoin moves amid record ETF outflows. So what this means, as I just said, the ETFs that have been happening, it what made everything in crypto go up in these past few months and almost 1 year. But what also moved the price to go down, it's been things such as this. But not just this, okay? It's many things that they compound and together they make this big wave of we going down and seems that everything is the end. So from, let's say we're starting here with one of the record, I mean, not one, the record of outflows on Bitcoin. We also had big liquidations on over leveraged positions, which is something that, I mean, for those that have been playing with leverage, and that is not something only in crypto, you have this in other markets. To be honest, I don't really love leverage because I think things start to be so, I don't know, become so hard and so almost like, how can I say, not dangerous, but even ourselves, you know, everyone that is, even for those that know and are very good into this, they know that it's a fucking, it's a fuck up game, you know, it's a fuck up game. That's it. So besides these big liquidations, there is even some new about a very big one that happened with, again, over leverage. Money ETFs outflow going out of Bitcoin, and besides all of that, we go into these macro geopolitical matters, which is this whole discussions between fear of the interest rate up or down, what will happen. We also had the FOMC meeting happening on 2-3 weeks ago. So all of these components are just setting us for this moment that we are right here. So, okay, now I guess we might have some understanding on why we went down. But now we need to understand, are we going up again somehow? And that is what I also want to hear from you. Majority of the chat, everyone have been saying here that we are going up. We are going up. Pretty much saying that they are bullish, bullish, and bullish. So I see right here, and please, everyone, if you have not said yet what are you feeling and what you think, I see here bullish, 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 bullish. I'm literally just reading what you guys said. Bullish, 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 and bullish. I did saw a bearish. I can't find right now. This chat is so fuck up. Oh my god, let me try to move myself to the other side. Okay, maybe right here is better. So, okay, I mean, if we are answering the bullish or bearish, I want us to think about, I want you to give me the bullish or bearish, thinking about this these last 2 months of 2024. What are you thinking could happen in these next 2 months? And then we can also go beyond. What are you thinking that could happen in these next 4 months? Are you bullish or bearish? Well, I guess trying to answer and have my own opinion about that, I keep going in my research. And one of the things that I let's say, found in the middle of all is, okay, this is one of the things. Okay, I see another bullish. We are bullish all over the chat. I see one bearish. I'm still trying to find. Guys, who said bearish? Nothing against. I just want to understand which time zone are you thinking? I don't know about bullish or bearish. I just know about Jana bullish. If you zoom out and look in the charts, zoom out, you fix everything and then you understand. Yes. Kiana, you are bearish. Middle bullish. Okay. Okay, we see some different energy, different answers here. So that is right now is what I want to tell you, which is, let's take a look into this particular thing right here. Okay. And for those that have never seen this thing in your life, I mean, I also have found out and started looking more into this type of, let's say, metrics, not very long ago. But this is a place that I extremely advise you and suggest you to take a look. Is crypto, is into the cryptoverse, which is from Benjamin. This guy is a legend. I watch many of his videos, have watched many of his videos. The guy is a fucking legend. He never stops. He's always making video. But he's extremely very technical, and that is amazing. But many times for people that are not, let's say, that much into the technical analysis, it becomes heavy to be watching and looking at and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, what I want to show you here is particular this thing, which is called the crypto market cap and trend line. As you can see, we have here 3 years, okay? That is the timeline. And as we can see, this is what we call fair value, okay? Fair value is the red line that we have here. And above we have the upper band and the lower band. And as you can see, the number in the middle is the total market cap. Okay, and it goes ups and down as usual. It's always in an uptrend, as you can see, but always around in this red line, which will tell us how much are we overbought or oversold. So let's go back here. As you can see, we are talking about years in this part here, and we are right here, 2025. What can you guys see looking at this? What can you guys see? Because look, I will even make this fucking bigger. I keep changing this thing, makes me so fucking confused. Look, we are exactly here, okay? And what this is telling us? What this is telling us, like literally, just looking at this. Once again, this is the crypto market cap trend line. So if we look, since the beginning of 2022, which was also the moment that we started to have more and more noise about we being in a bull market and more institutions moving money into crypto, we have been overall in a close to fair moment, and overall oversold, okay? Meaning that we are here, we are down here, and then we go a little bit closer, and then down, and then closer. So pretty much since the beginning of 2022, right here, we have been close to this fair price. So demand and supply are reaching a perfect rate, let's say. So is this what we want to see or what we expect to see in a bull market during the euphoria moment? What do you think? I mean, I think we know the answer in the moment that we just look back and we see these were between 2 cycles ago. This was between 2 cycles ago, 1 cycle ago. This was between 3 cycles ago. So again, this means 100% that we need to have a overbought and overvaluating and going up and being here in the green line. No, doesn't mean that. But if history keep repeating itself, as we see that it keeps over and over again, just not in the same exact rate and way, we could say that it is very logical to expect a bull, to expect this euphoria moment, right? This crazy moment going up. So that is just one of the things that I want to share with you, which as I see Akin saying about consolidation. That is a perfect way to put it. And I think even, is this one or this one? Is perfect even considering and open this other news here, which talks about strategic Bitcoin accumulation, American Bitcoins bold, 139 Bitcoin purchase strengths crypto position. So I want you to open your Twitter or even going to even ChatGPT and ask for the main latest ETFs and open companies that have been buying Bitcoin and announcing buying Bitcoin openly. We have a crazy amount of them. Of course, MicroStrategy and the guy, I mean, yeah, that one is the one that is always pushing all the others. But we have many other huge companies announcing, I mean, just doing the buying, acting. And we've seen that, and everyone, I mean, not everyone, but strategic people talking about that, So over and over again, and again, more than one moment as right now, we have had Michael Saylor, for example, buying crazy amount of Bitcoin, or having Tesla buying crazy amount of Bitcoin, or having the US buying crazy amount of Bitcoin, which again, do you think they wouldn't be buying if we are at that level that we maybe are thinking that we are, just getting prepared to start to go down and get to the, let's say, recharge once again? So I guess looking at where the big money is coming from and what the big names or the big figures are doing is one of the most non-biased way for you to really understand, or at least have a lot information to decide whatever you're gonna think and feel about all of that, So now we start to go into the other part. But actually, before even talking about this, I want to open and show this video, because this one, once again, is the guy that I'm talking to you, Benjamin. I have found him to be one of, I don't know, really technical analysis guys, and one of, let's say, YouTubers that really try to be as less tendent. How can I say? The word is, I mean, let me check. Now my English is fuck up. Wait. Okay, trying to be the most non-biased as possible, meaning that he tries to really just expose the information and let's say the whole analysis that he's doing. And of course, that comes to the part that how much you believe in his analysis, that is another conversation. But what I want to show you here is, this is the graphic that also caught my attention like crazy, This one is pretty much showing the indicator dashboard historical social metric risk. As you can see here is a social metric historic risk. Right here you can see YouTube subscriber, YouTube views, Twitter analysis, I don't know what is this TW, to be honest. Analysis, exchanges. Okay, we are talking about overall metrics of exchanges, layer ones, and analysis overall. As you can see, again, we have a very long timeline here, and the more we go closer to the red right here, which is going to the right, if down here, we are closer and closer to 1. which is more and more people interest and people researching and numbers high. So what I want to show you once again is since 2022, right here in this part, we do not have orange, yellow, or red. We do not have that. We do not have. So what we can say from that? Well, at least we can say that people are not as bullish. And when I say people, I'm talking people that have no fucking idea about Bitcoin and crypto overall. I'm not talking about you and me, that even you that maybe check the charts once a week and open your wallet once a month. I'm talking about people that are your mom, your dad, your Uber driver, you know what I mean? Those people, they start to talk about crypto, and then the news start talking about crypto. That is the moment we have this yellow, green, orange. Again, since 2022, we do not have that. We do not have that. Well, what that means, you know? I guess that is the $1 billion question, right? So, and again, guys, this is our just two random factors and metrics that people that do professional analysis, they look at. There is so many variables and so many things that comes in place. But one thing that we can say for sure, that for those that are more looking in the big run, in the long run, you know, in months, maybe weeks, but not really about days. What will happen today or 2 days or 3 days from now? We're going to talk about months. This is where these metrics and these numbers helps a lot more. Once again, looking at these numbers right here, the last 2 cycles we did have some peak in interest from the retail market. Random people just trying to figure out what is crypto is all about. We didn't have this on this market. We need to have that on this market, Jana? I mean, no, we don't need. It's not because it happened in the past that is obligated to happen again. I guess that is one of the main things that I want you to keep in mind. It's not because we have these patterns that have been happening many times that we're gonna 100% see the pattern repeat once again. That is not a reality. That is not true. If it was like that, oh my God, life would be also boring because we wouldn't be able to predict what is happening all the time. You know, would not make sense really. But there is so many factors that helps the market and people making analysis and trading and whatever to decide whatever is going to happen and whatever is happening right now. But the big thing and the main thing for me here is to share and talk about the big picture. The big picture seems to be in this direction where big institutions and big money have been coming to crypto more than ever, have been slowly and steady coming to crypto. Maybe not even slowly, I would say. I mean, less than 2 years, this is not slowly, this is actually very fast. So have we seen a crazy FOMO from the whole retail that start talking about crypto everywhere and start to realize how could they buy some Bitcoin or buy some Ethereum or whatever? No, we didn't. But 100% we're gonna have that? 100%? No, not 100%. Especially after and especially with so many meme coins. Many times that the retail came, meme coins took them completely and made them go as away as they could. So I guess it's even a good thing, right? the last time that they tried to come closer, meme coins made everyone go fucking away, like just like this, because of so much scams and so much rug pulls and so many bullshit meme coins going on out there. What could we expect to happen right now? So again, reading and looking at as many news and opinions and analysis as I can, we see a lot of people saying the same thing, which is we have bullish signals that we are in a reversal moment. Reversal meaning that we're gonna go up. We're gonna literally go from this trend that we are down and red to go up. And even let me open this market sentimental chart. I love this chart. I always lose where this fucking stuff here. Let me open this here. Right here. I love this image so much. Look. Psychology of market cycle. I love this thing so much. So, where are we in this moment? Some people could already be telling and saying that we were in the anxiety right here, in the after the euphoria, complacency, denial, and then panic. And then, oh my God, I can't afford to lose more, and you start selling, and then we are all angry and upset. Okay. What would you say are the moment that we are currently living? Again, doesn't mean this graph right here can be applied in different windows. We can be looking at a very short window, a middle window, and then a big picture window. I like to try to look at the big picture as much as I can, because I am a long-term holder, a long-term investor, and whatever. So which part do you think we are right now? Seriously. I'm still bullish the market will improve. Institutions buying the dip. What's up, I see the first comment from YouTube. That is beautiful. What's up, bro? So my question here for everyone that is in the chats, no matter where you are watching from, let me know, what are you guys thinking that could be the potential momentum that we are feeling? Which moment of this graphic are we right now? Again, we are not trying to find here whatever is gonna be your decision or whatever. But let's see here. Okay, so choosing divinity is in the disbelief. Okay. Someone else, anything different from that? Disbelief, really? What do you think? Why? Why do you think we are in disbelief? Okay, disbelief right here in the left, or the one in the right? I mean, the one in the right is just the beginning of the one in the left. You guys understand? I mean, we are talking about cycles here, things that go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. We are not at the top yet for this cycle. Okay, so pretty much we are here. The hope. We have some hope. We have hope. We are hope. Maybe something can happen. Something will happen. Look, I believe that we are in belief, you know? In belief somehow. Again, I think we can look at different timelines, you know, and go like completely zoom in and zoom out. If you zoom in these last months, We have been over leveraging on long. That is insane. You know, people were just getting nuts. So maybe if you look at this last moment, we were like, even in the trail, I will buy more on margin, you know. I think we can perfectly say that these last 2 months, 3 months, people were thinking and expecting this trail. Everyone over leveraging 100, 200, 300. But again, looking at history, and I think this one right here compares what is happening exactly right now with what happened with 2019 cycle. Okay, let's take a look into this right here. The Bitcoin October 2025 return around 4%, matches October 2018, which is also around almost 4%. A setup that precedes the 2019 Bulls rally. Historical monthly returns show strong gains of more than 11% in January and 26% in June after late year slumps, fueling hopes for a similar uptick in 2026. So that gives us this different perspective that if history repeats itself, if this has happened on this way somehow in the past, maybe this cycle is more close than not with 2019 cycle, and we are just seeing history repeating itself again. But also what is real, and as we can see right here, this whole reset was also done for a reason, also had to happen for a reason. So where are we right now? Where? Because I did see a lot of people just being in the disbelief, and oh my god, this sucks. You guys were saying that we would have out season. You guys were saying we would go higher. We had Bitcoin 1022. I should have sell. Why did I bought more at the time? Why did I listen that fuck up guy? Why? And then you got and people expecting that we are already here. Or in this smaller window, we were at this top, but for any big run to actually happen, have happened in the other cycles, we need to have a reset. We need to reset things here, meaning that from disbelief we go to hope. And maybe depending on the angle you are looking at things, we could say that this somehow is hope. How could this be hope, Jana? Everything is red. Look, it is red. It is red. But it is also a strong hold. Even amidst, almost a whole week blooding. And meanwhile, some of us have been like completely crazy, thinking of, oh my God, it is the end. We have seen the big guys keeping buying Bitcoin. Again, are you thinking that they would be doing this while everyone else is saying that things are crap? And when I say everyone else, I say the noise, the noise. Many times, whatever everyone else is saying, or the general feeling is in these people that actually don't know much about crypto, is the opposite. So, majority of people here in the chat have said and shared bullish, which is beautiful. I love that. I'm also bullish. I would say bullish. In a long-term vision. I mean, if I had more money right now, I would be buying something. But as usual, I am a very realistic person. I always expect that any crazy shit can happen. Another crazy World War III can happen. Maybe will not even look as a normal war or whatever. Will be a completely AI war. Yes, can happen. Why not? Why not? So if things like that happen, everything will, you know, let's say pause for a moment, will reset, will like freeze for a moment until we can start thinking about that again. And then things change for a bit. At the end of the day, the DCA is always the best strategy. Buying whatever you can afford, accumulating whatever you can, and keep looking at the big picture. Because in the end, a lot of people in crypto are very, very greedy. People in crypto are more greedy than they are not. We can say that usual people have 80% of their overall feeling they are being greedy about their money. They're being greedy about their money. So we don't need to be like that. We don't need to be like that. Crypto can bring and have been bringing to me and to many of you completely life-changing money or opportunities, completely life-changing opportunities. We don't need to be greedy and start thinking or wanting to know what is happening in the next 2 weeks. So I can over-leverage, long over-leverage Bitcoin. So I can over-leverage this altcoin in the next 2-3 days. We don't need that. We don't need. Buy your fucking spot. Sell your fucking spot. I believe buying the dip, long term, market will return bullish soon. Buying the dip, my advice. So yeah, overall, what we have in the overall, which is the main takeaway. We are bullish. Overall, we are bullish. And why we are bullish? Because we look at the long term, we look at the big picture, and the big picture looks awesome. The big picture looks awesome. So who am I to say anything different from that? What I can definitely say, and I will keep repeating myself over and over again, is don't be greedy. Don't start thinking that you can make more if you start playing with leverage. Don't start thinking that you should have whatever someone else is saying or showing that they have. Majority of the time, they don't actually have none of those things. Majority of the time. It's simple. Choosing Divine have said this. The first guy answering and participating in the chat on YouTube have said. It's simple. Buy, accumulate, hold long term for 10 years, particular Bitcoin. Well, when my parents told me that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, my grandfather were buying land back in Brazil, but I know this also was a reality all over the globe. Buy fucking land, buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate. I don't need to give any examples here, because you can look at 10 years ago, 20 years ago in your city, in your country, make this research yourself right now. You're gonna find out what I'm talking about. Now, 10, 20 years after, your father, grandfather, or any person that you know that have been around for a while have now more 100x, 200x from this crazy property that they bought for pennies 20 years ago. You know? Pennies, when I say pennies, I mean depends. Some people, pennies for them might be $10, for other person might be $10,000, whatever. But I sign below what is the general feeling and what you guys are saying. By the dip, by any moment that you whatever think that you might spare this money that you don't need to use for the next 1-2 years, for the next 1-2 months, because I know I have my whatever is your financial income in your normal life. I will have this money coming. So from that, keep going. DCA in and out any moment that it makes sense. Any moment that makes sense. In 10 years from now, I will be still here 100%. You will still be here with God's blessing. And we're gonna be able to just share once again and talk once again about this. And how much we have been talking about this for a while, right? We have people that have been talking about Bitcoin more than 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago. Can you imagine that? We are just so attached to this crazy idea of making it fast that we lose the whole opportunity. And the whole opportunity is that you can make crazy money for your whole life if you choose wisely whatever you are investing. Having a knowledge of whatever you are investing is not money that you should expect to have in any time soon. And even long term, sometimes you can also fuck the bed and buy shit. But it still is a money that you don't need. Okay? And I guess why this live don't have a lot of people watching, just because I'm not talking about a fucking meme coins. I'm not showing you with a DEX screener or pump fund or anything like that, and showing you this coin that is literally in the last 2 hours in all-time high, 1 million, 2 million, whatever. I'm not showing you this. And the problem is that we have majority of the people in the crypto space. And when I say people, it can be literally normal users or influencers, whatever, even projects sometimes. They reinforce the idea of buying meme coins, having the crazy millionaire dream that is like quick, just like that. And that is the problem. It's the mentality that we have, you know? And I guess something that I have been doing more than ever is like, if I'm gonna bet into something, I will bet in something that it makes sense. And all of this is about betting. That is even why me working with a crypto casino made a lot of sense when I was at first like realizing this idea. Why would I do that, you know? Of course, I ask myself that, like, why? It makes sense for someone as real as I am. Of course it makes sense, because everyone that is playing in a casino, you know what you are doing. You have fun to bet and use money to make things more interesting. And that is okay, whatever. But you are not expecting that thing to give you returns or to make you this, to make you that, make your dream a reality. Holy fuck, you know? And that is the same that should be when people start talking about this fucking bullshit meme coins. Buying with the money you don't need urgently, like buying into real estate. I am a poker player, so it's similar to invest trading. It's not about gambling, it's about making smart decisions with calculated risk. You know, I swear, I swear. I am an engineer. My background is engineer. It's like literally studying math stuff, calculus classes. I love this. I love because I always expected when I was like, let's say before doing my classes, before like making the course, I always expected that in the engineer, everything would be exact, like literally exact. Everything would be like, this is how you make a building, and that is the way, and that's it. When I started doing the course, the engineer course, I started to realize that what I was thinking that was exact was also not exact, literally also not exact. For example, you can literally make a bridge in so many different ways, and still then with the one that is the best and the most choose one all over the place, there is still probabilities that playing against that thing, that bridge, keep working and keep there steady. Can you believe that? Can you still, even I think one of the things that we also took out of let's say this realization of there is anything in life that is 100% true and real, we had one, which was death, die. 100%. We all gonna die. But now with, let's say, the crazy moment we are living with AI, even this is becoming 99.999% real. There is this very crazy chance that actually play against the fact that we will die one day. So again, coming back to the point, and by the way, also poker, I started playing poker same time around that I started playing and looking into casinos, and then of course after starting working with the casino I work with, it became something like, this is so cool, and I found so cool because there is a whole math and probability and risk, that I have to put in place to decide whatever I think about this, whatever I'm gonna do with this, what is my next move, and all the time that is about your next move, it also about whatever I do here, the probability might be higher, 90%, 80% that I'm gonna win with this, but always the other side might win. The other side, I mean the 30% that was still open to any shit happen. So I actually love this synergy between the betting side and the investing side. Because at the same time, in investing can also be betting. If we actually stop to think and use our brains, we're gonna realize any moment you invest in a startup, you are actually betting in the future of the startup. You see that there is probability that this will go this way. And that's it. And that's it. So I see the second person that actually participated from YouTube. That is awesome. Again, today was the first time ever that we are making these live streams also on YouTube. So big shout out to everyone on YouTube. Give some coin that I can buy for the long term. Man, I think some people, there is a lot of people creating content and making analysis and whatever, and they will be like, I don't give financial advice or whatever. But anyone that is in crypto, and they'll tell you that having Bitcoin is like having a leg nowadays. You know what I mean? If you are in crypto and you don't hold Bitcoin, you don't buy any Bitcoin, it's like, makes no sense. So I guess there is one king in this space, only one. For now, maybe, who knows? But Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin is the godfather. Is the one that no one dare. I mean, of course, we always have exceptions, but it's the only one we don't have a lot of people coming against as we had. I mean, we still have, guys, we still have. But if you want, take the time. If you want to, if you really are not into crypto at all, like none, just get fucking Bitcoin, you know? And then in the second moment, you start listening someone and something, and then you are like 10% down. Oh my God, what the fuck is happening? Go study. Go look at Bitcoin white paper. It's 17 pages, published in 2011, if I'm not mistaken, by Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever it is, the person, the guy, institution or whatever, which explain this crazy peer-to-peer idea. And that's it. I guess crypto, and that is of course the part that I am a very philosophical and a true believer into things, even at least in the core. The core is being able to be as autonomous as you can and do whatever you want to do with your money. So if you want to send directly to that person and that part of the world or whatever, I don't need to give all the explanations the world have been requiring from us. Because that is the reality. The world as it is right now, the traditional financial systems and infrastructures, they are all asking way too many questions. And I guess when I start thinking once again, peer-to-peer, why Bitcoin? Is I guess just this like statement and this movement that this is enough, you know? Enough. You guys have way too much power and way too much, how can I say, even like the fuck up mode, you know, all the time active and not really caring about the rest. Even though majority of countries nowadays have democracy or have some way to say that they listen to the people, still we live in a capitalist system that makes things very, very centralized in a few hands that are making more money or finding ways to convince you to give their money so they can make more money for themselves. And just being greedy once again. So also when we see more and more people here in the crypto space just being greedy, again, we are just repeating mistakes and stuff that we have in real life, that we have seen in different moments in the universe, you know? So beautiful. That's beautiful. That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. I'm actually starting to get hungry. Okay, guys. Huge pleasure, as usual. As you guys know, right now I will finish on YouTube, okay? As when I am doing on Binance Square, we also close on YouTube. And we're gonna keep going for more 30 minutes on Twitter. So for those that want to participate in this last part of the live, just chilling, having some fun, come to X, Jana Crypto Queen, you know where to find me. On rest, guys, thank you so much. Huge pleasure to be here. Thank you for giving me your time, your moment. See you in the next one. Bye bye.